the church at once. Indeed, I have just been informed by the pew opener that for the last hour and a half Miss Prism has been waiting for me in the vestry.
Prism? Did I hear you mention a Miss Prism?
Yes, Lady Bracknell, I'm on my way to join her.
Pray allow me to detain you for a moment, Dr. Churchill. This matter may prove to be one of vital importance to Lord Bracknell and myself. Is this Miss Prism a female of repellent aspect? Remotely connected with education?
She is the most cultivated of ladies and the very picture of respectability.
It is obviously the same person. Pray, may I ask, what position does she hold in your household?
I am a celibate, madam.
Miss Prism, Lady Bracknell has for the last 3 years been Miss Cardew's esteemed governess and valued companion.
In spite of what I hear of her, I must see her at once. Let her be sent for.
She approaches, she is nigh.
I was told you expected me in the vestry, dear Can. I've been waiting for you there for an hour and 3/4.
Prism! Come here, Prism! Prism! Where is that baby? 28 years ago, Prism, you left Lord Bracknell's house, 104 Upper Grimley Street, in charge of a perambulator that contained a baby of the male sex. You never returned. After a few weeks of elaborate investigation by the Metropolitan Police, the perambulator was discovered at midnight, standing on its own in a remote corner of Bayswater. It contained a manuscript of a 3-volume novel, and more than usually revolting sentimentality. But the baby was not there. Prism, where is that baby?
Lady Bracknell, I admit with shame that I do not know. The plain facts of the case are these. On the morning of the day you mentioned, a day which is forever branded in my memory, I prepared as usual to take the baby out in its perambulator. I had with me a somewhat old but capacious handbag, in which it was my intention to place the manuscript of a work of fiction I had been writing in my few unoccupied hours. In a moment of mental abstraction for which I can never forgive myself, I deposited the manuscript in the bassinet and placed the baby in the handbag.
Miss Prism, where did you deposit that handbag?
Do not ask me, Mr. Wood.
Miss Prism, it is a matter of no small importance to me, but I insist on knowing where you placed the handbag that contained that infant.
I left it in the cloakroom of one of the larger railway stations in London.
What railway station?
Victoria, the Brighton line.
I must retire to my room for a moment. Gwendolyn, wait here for me.
If you are not too long, I will wait here for you all my life.
Oh.
What do you think all this means, Lady Bracknell?
I dare not even suspect, Dr. Chasuble. I need hardly tell you that in families of high position, strange coincidences are not supposed to occur. They're not considered a thing.
Oh! Uncle Jack seems strangely agitated.
Your guardian has a very emotional nature.
Oh, this noise is extremely unpleasant. It sounds as if he's having an argument. I hate arguments. They're always vulgar and often convincing.
It has stopped now.
Oh, I hope he reaches some conclusion.
The suspense is terrible. I hope it will last.
Ta-da! Is this the handbag, Miss Prism? Examine it carefully before you speak. The happiness of more than one life depends on your answer.
It seems to be mine. Yes, yes. Here is the damage caused by the upsetting of a Gower Street omnibus in younger and happier days. And here on the lining is a stain caused by the explosion of a temperance beverage, an an incident that occurred in Leamington. And here on the lock are my initials. I had forgotten that in an extravagant mood I'd had them placed there. Yes, yes, the bag is undoubtedly mine. I'm delighted to have it returned to me so unexpectedly. It's been a great inconvenience being without it all these years.
Miss Prism, more than the handbag is returned to you today, I was the baby you placed in it.
You?
Yes. Mother!
Mr. Worthing, I am unmarried!
I do not deny that is a serious blow. But, after all, who has the right to cast a stone against one who has suffered? Cannot repentance wipe out an act of folly? Why should there be one law for men and another for women? Mother, I forgive you.
Mr. Worthing, there has been some error. There is the lady who can tell you who you really are.
Augusta, I hate to seem inquisitive, but would you kindly inform me who I am?
I'm afraid the news that I have to tell you may not altogether please you. You are the son of my poor sister, Mrs. McGriff, and therefore Algernon's elder brother.
Algy's elder brother? Then I have a brother after all. I knew I had a brother. I always said I had a brother. Cecily, how could you have doubted I had a brother? Dr. Chasuble, my unfortunate brother. And Miss Prism, my unfortunate brother. Gwendolyn, my unfortunate brother. Algy, you will have to treat me with more respect in the future. You have never behaved like a brother to me in all your life.
Well, not until today, old boy, I admit. I did my best, however, that I was out of practice.
My own. But what own are you? What is your Christian name now that you have become someone else?
Good heavens, I had quite forgotten that point. Your decision on the subject of my name is irrevocable, I suppose?
I never change, except in my affections.
What a noble nature you have, Gwendolyn.
Then the question is about to be settled. Aunt Augusta, a moment. At the time when I was placed in the handbag, had I been christened already?
Every luxury that money could buy, including christening, had been lavished upon you by your fond and doting parents.
And I was christened. That settles it. Now, let me know the worst. What name was I given?
Being the eldest son, you were naturally christened after your father.
Yes, but what was my father's Christian name?
Oh, I cannot at this present moment recall what the General's Christian name was. And no doubt he had one. He was eccentric, I admit, but that was in later years, and that was a result of the Indian climate, marriage, indigestion, and things of that kind.
Algy, can you recollect what our father's Christian name was?
My dear fellow, we were never even on speaking terms. He died before I was a year old.
His name would appear in the army lists of the period, I suppose, Aunt Augusta?
The General was essentially a man of peace, except in his domestic life. But I've no doubt his name would appear in any military directory.
The army lists of the last 40 years are here. These delightful records should have been my constant study. M. Generals. Malum, Maxbom, Magley. What ghastly names they have. Markby, Migsby, Mobbs. Moncrief. Lieutenant, 1849. Captain, Lieutenant Colonel. General, 1869. Christian names. Ernest John. Gwendolyn, I said my name was Ernest, and it is Ernest after all. I mean, it naturally is Ernest.
Yes, I remember now. The General was called Earnest. I knew I had a reason for disliking the name.
Ernest, my own Ernest. I knew from the first you could have no other name.
Gwendolyn, it is a terrible thing for a man to suddenly find out that all his life he has been speaking nothing but the truth. Can you forgive me?
I can, for I feel sure you will change.
My own one.
Oh.
Patricia, Frederick, at last.
Cecily, At last! Oh.
Gwendolen, at last!
My nephew, you seem to be displaying signs of triviality.
On the contrary, Aunt Augusta, for the first time in my life, I have realized the vital, important